When extremely wealthy people claim to be self-made, intentionally or not, they're leaving out all the unwritten rules that help them make more money. Because wealth isn't just a dollar amount, it is also a culture. I'm Dr. Anna Kalschmidt. I'm an industrial organizational psychologist, and I research the unwritten rules of work for people from working class backgrounds. Both of these people have claimed to be self-made, and both of them come from extremely wealthy families and they are in very different businesses. In addition to all the financial caveats, such as defining what a large amount of money is, not having debt, and having people to finance you while you start your business, there's also the social capital that they have access to of people who can invest into their companies. But there are also the unwritten rules. Social class is a culture. Starts in the home and it's normalized in our schools because public schools are funded by property taxes, so people in the same classes tend to go to the same schools. They tend to have similar career opportunities, and their parents worked in similar fields. And then if someone takes the leap into being a first-generation college student, that's when they start to realize the rules are different, especially if it's an elite school. But maybe they don't go to school. Maybe they're a blue-collar worker who kept getting promoted and eventually got promoted to the white-collar level of the manufacturing company. And then they're noticing the rules are different because even though you're getting the big checks now, you don't know the class culture codes. And since most of us don't know what wealthy culture is like because we're not in it, it's an invisible advantage that they get to chalk up as merit and tell us that they're self-made and that we should just work harder instead of acknowledging that there is this other invisible elevator helping them up the progress ladder. And these are the people who define the rules of what is professionalism, which is upper middle class culture. They caveat a little. They don't really give us upper class culture, but upper middle class culture. And the lack of knowledge about this makes it more difficult to move your way up in white collar professional culture, and certainly to break into the higher levels of executive, very elite industries. So in some ways you could argue that professionalism actually hinders the American dream in some ways. But never in our schools, even in college, do we talk about these unwritten rules. And that's why I'm so passionate about doing this research and talking about it. I'm working on making my research more accessible. The link to my upcoming book is in my bio.